boy, you old timers better turn away. It's funny because I saw this video. This elder gentleman who's doing EDC, and it was just funny. I don't know. Anyway, so this is my on body everyday carry EDC. These videos are super crazy popular. Everybody loves to watch them. I like to watch them. I watch them all night sometimes, and it's just neat to see what people are carrying. So I figured I would show a different scenario on what I carry, and a lot of this is going to be based, well, not all of it, but here and there's going to be some things that I carry at work, and there's going to be some things I carry when I'm not at work. And this has nothing to do with my packs or my EDC bag. That's all separate kind of thing. This is basically just on body stuff. Okay. Obviously, we'll start with the mostly what everybody carries, like every guy, any girl, and pretty much everybody has a pair of keys. My keys are going to be on your key bar. Finally got that going again. I don't know how I lived life without it, to be honest with you. Alright, and then just basically, like, sometimes I'll just not even have this. And I like to just keep my keys as simple as possible. Especially if I'm going, like, a supermarket or somewhere and I have to walk around. A lot of times I'll take or the mall. You know, a lot of times I'll take my actual key bar off and just hide it in my car somewhere or in my backpack, and that gets locked up. I am yet to do a video on that, but I'll get to it. So yeah, it just kind of clips on this little carabiner here, and I can do whatever. I also always have a backup key for my house in my bag, because, you know, I'll forget my keys and walk out of the door, but I'll never ever ever forget my backpack, never. So it's kind of weird, but whatever. So keys. And as you'll see here, I have this O-Light, and that's your EOS E3E EOS 90 lumen flashlight, AAA battery. It's a great EDC light. It's more than what I need for daytime, which is, you know, mainly when I don't want to carry a light all day long. So this light will suffice for the day. And if it happens to be nighttime before I ended up being able to switch my light out, it'll work. Once in a while, I switch the O-Light out for the night core tip. And then what I do is I touch tips with them. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't usually carry this one anymore because it likes to turn on by itself. And then I'm like walking around like wherever, like with the light swinging around. This is a twisty, and it's very hard to do that. So, anyway, the night cord just kind of stays by my bedside now. But yeah, that's my keys. Can't believe I just talked about keys for 3 minutes. Next is my wallet. Still the same, recycled firefighter. On your multicam and whatever. Now, recycled firefighter is cool. He makes this out of like old fire hose and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'll switch my wallet out when I'm going out on a date or to dinner or weddings or stuff like that with this Armani Exchange wallet. It's a minimalist wallet, too. It's only a little bit bigger than the Recycle Firefighter one, but it's still super flat. And I just like to have that for fancier occasions. Next, we will move on to another item that I think every guy should have, or person really, and never do. That is a pen. This is just a cheapy pen that I really don't care about if I lose. It's spray painted in yellow to make sure it's mine, and it's inked in blue, so I'm able to use this as a log pen when I'm writing in a log book, which I do at work a lot, and I like to be able to pick my writing out very easily. Like, I'll show you an example here. I found this old journal in this place I explored. And you can see, when somebody writes in blue ink, it really stands out in a logbook. So it just gave me that idea to carry a blue ink pen a little bit more often. The pen I won't usually, for writing notes or whatever, if I don't have my write in the rain notepad on me, I will have some kind of notepad on me at all times. This will usually go in my back pocket and just kind of, chill out there. And this is just a notepad, and it works well with this. And not write in the rain or anything, but I always have a notepad, and it's no big deal to have just in your pocket, so, or back pocket. Usually I'll keep it just with my wallet or in the other side. Excuse me. So pens are good to have. Sometimes I'll carry two, sometimes just one. A lot of times I like to carry this other. This is my favorite pen, but I'm having an issue with the clicky. It's not my favorite. It's my second favorite, but I'm having an issue with it right now. So that's your Zebra F701 custom thing up here. I switched it out with this one to make it like a tactical pen. And this is also a Zebra pen, but the clip's better. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just switch the clips out. We'll see. What else do we got? So next, moving on to something that's a lot of guys don't have and people don't carry, and that is going to be a knife. And my knife of choice is mostly your zero tolerance 0808 S35 V steel titanium scales. Very, very nice knife. Fairly expensive on the $200 side. Plus the titanium clip, you're looking at another 40 bucks. So it's a expensive knife, but it's extremely sharp. Good ergonomics. Fun to play with. But scary, scary sharp. This thing will easily whittle the hair off your skin. Okay, next we will go into work stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's stick with not work stuff, and we'll do work stuff later. So, obviously, I carry a concealed firearm. My firearm of choice for concealed carry and everyday carry is your Glock 43, chambered in 9mm. I just started running these soft loops. This is a brand new custom Kydex holster from Silent Arm Concealment. They did a great, beautiful job on this holster. I absolutely love it. The thin blue line look, it's just beautiful. The soft loops are working out so great with this new belt, which I'll get to. It's not new, it's just a belt I finally can use because I have soft loops. But it's a great holster. Now, as you can see, my rounds are sitting over there. But just so everybody feels nice and safe, we will show you that the gun has been already pre-cleared. I just keep the magazine in there just to give it that, look, more of a look. Most of my YouTube videos when I'm filming my firearms, it's going to be empty, sometimes I'll show it, sometimes I won't. This thing has Trijicon HD night sights. You're not going to be able to see them now because I have the flash on, so that's no good. But anyway, Trijicon HD night sights, stippled grip, OC Customs trigger, undercut trigger guard, stuff like that. So that is your Glock 43. I think it's chambered in 9mm, and I think it's the perfect concealed firearm. It's just the perfect little gun. It has it all. Single stack 9mm. Yeah, it's a little dirty in that grip there that's stippled, but like I said, I don't mind my equipment getting banged up and scraped up and worn looking. I kind of gives it some character, makes it mine. So that is the firearm of choice, and that goes for my knives too. I don't mind things banging into my $200 knife. I don't care. It just doesn't bother me. Once in a while, I forgot to mention that I do rotate my knives. Sometimes I'll carry my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Man, my air conditioner is really loud, huh? A fun knife to play with. Also, pretty sharp, but S30 V steel, a little bit different. A lot harder to sharpen for some reason, but G10 scales, black on black. Pretty cool knife. Sometimes I'll switch for work now, so, let's go to this. Once in a while, I'll carry an extra magazine. And there's your Horndetti 135 grain flex locks. And you got that little Teflon insert there in the hollow point. If I can get it to focus. There it goes. And what that does is help prevent the bullet from getting clogged up in clothing and different stuff like that. So not all the time do I carry a extra spare magazine. Depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing, and things of that nature. I'll rotate magazines out. Sometimes I'll run just the stock one in the gun. Sometimes I'll run a +1 in the gun. As far as magazine goes, sometimes, I'll switch it out. But it's always a flat flush one in the firearm. I'll never run anything but more than this in the actual firearm. Because, at that point, you might as well just be carrying a bigger firearm. So it just takes away the purpose of kind of concealed carry, in my view. This little magnetic pocket clip really works out well. That's from the Neo Mag. And nobody can really tell the freaking difference, honestly. It just looks like a pen in your pocket when it's in there. So, pretty neat. The Neo Mag. Terran Tactical +2. So with the setup, as I said a million times in other videos, with this 8 here and the 8 there, that's 16. You have a Glock 19 pretty much, so you're good to go. Now, I'm not allowed to carry a firearm at work. So let's go into work-related stuff now. So you can minus the firearm, basically now, out of it, and the super sharp knife, which will be switched with a more work-friendly knife, which will be your OKC Carter Prime. Okay. Also, you'll take this pen out too, because that won't be in there no longer for work. I'll just run this crappy blue pen for my log books. But I still always keep it for EDC outside of work, in case somebody wants to borrow a pen. And I don't really care if they lose that one. But I'll run this OKC Carter Prime. And then for a razor knife of sorts for work, I use this Gerber Fit, I don't know, EBA light or whatever it is, razor knife thing with a Lennox gold razor. I love this little thing. It's a perfect little box cutter. I always carry a multi-tool. Every man should carry a multi-tool. But I don't carry one during the weekend. But I always have one on me as far as like my EDC bag or, whatever. Which in my backpack, in my EDC Essentials pouch from VanQuest, I keep my Leatherman Wingman. So I always have a multi-tool close by. But when I'm at work, I always have it right on me, right on body. It's strapped right to my belt. As you can see, it's got some wear in it already. So your Leatherman Surge is inside of there. Best multi-tool in the market, I think. Unless you have an AR, then you're going to want the Leatherman Mutt. As you can see, this thing's getting some hard use, guys. I use my tools. I use them. I use them to death. Believe me. All right. I use this multi-tool probably 4 or 5 times a day. Never fails me. On the other side, I keep a mini knockoff Sharpie marker. I thought it was Sharpie, but it wasn't, turns out, but it still works well. And then on this side, my good flashlight, which is your Olight S1R baton. Cool thing about this light, that's different from all the other ones, is 1, it's a magnet, and 2, that's also the charger for it. And it's super freaking strong, guys. It's also waterproof. You can literally drop this thing in frozen pond and it'll still work. It's a beast light. and I use it all the time at 900 lumens. I used it today walking through that building. It's on YouTube. Alright, so this is my light that I use every single day. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't probably use this flashlight. And it's just, when you start carrying a flashlight, it's way more convenient than just like looking for your phone flashlight, you know. Now, outside of work, I don't usually carry this, but unless it's nighttime and I'm running to the store and I know I'm going somewhere and I'll be out for a little while, okay, then I'll carry this separately without the multi-tool. But other than that, this works just fine for, you know, if it's the weekend, a Saturday, you know what I mean? And it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm heading out, and I don't want to carry a flashlight all damn day long for no reason. It's middle of the day. But say it hits nighttime, by the time I get home and something happens, this will work. Plus, you know, this will work. And I have a flashlight in the car too, if something like that were to happen. So, you know, I do carry this sometimes though if I'm leaving the house and it's nighttime. Like if I was to leave the house right now, which it's like, you know, time is it here? Well, it's only 7 o'clock, but you know, another hour or whatever. If I leave, which I am gonna go to the gym, I'll probably take this with me. Alright, so your Olight S1R baton, 900 lumens. Waterproof, rechargeable, very important stuff. I have another flashlight that I would like to start messing around with too, but it sucks because it's your Nightcore EC3 or whatever. But the freaking battery died because I left that red light thing on and I didn't realize it, and the battery died and you can't recharge them. So pretty much dookie of a light, if you ask me. If you can't recharge it, what's the point? You gotta buy new batteries every time. So also for work, I'll carry my Recycle Firefighter notepad cover book thing, which isn't designed for this kind of notepad, but I keep it in there. I do plan on getting the other version that's for this. This actually is for this kind of notepad, which you slip it in there like so. Field notes, but I don't use these really as much as I use this. I use this every day, and this is for work. And I find myself, you know, logging down truck numbers and just taking notes for YouTube and different stuff that I want. I take notes constantly. I plan out my day now, and I find myself getting a lot more accomplished when I do that and being organized. So, and on here is my favorite pen, which is your Fisher Space Pen. Alright, and you could tell I've had this one a while. It's pretty beat up. But I love this freaking pen, guys. Absolutely love it. It's my favorite pen. Out of all those pens that you can get, this is my favorite. I don't know, I just like it. And Recycle Firefighter makes awesome stuff. This is made out of old fire hose. I mean, look at that thing. Look at the stitching on it. It's beautiful. I've had this for probably 2 years now. It's beautiful. I do plan on replacing it though, and getting the notepad book that's just for the write and the rain. It's basically the same thing. It just goes, you flip it the other way. It's the other way. So I plan on getting one on the green in the multicam, and getting a black write and the rain, or maybe a green write and the rain. So I want to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, and I plan on getting 2, 3 more of these because it's only a matter of time before I lose that. But I haven't lost it yet in 2 years, so hats off to me. I keep that in my back pocket, and even sometimes at work, if I don't feel like carrying this big hefty thing, because it does get kind of big in your pocket, I'll just rock it like this. Throw this in my back pocket. This has a super awesome clip on it, and I'll just throw this in my back pocket. Boom, with the pen. Not on there like that. I'll actually put the actually that could work, but I usually just put the pen on the actual pants on the outside of the back pocket. So, you know, the pen inside like this, just clipped. But that's for work. That's how I carry it for work. I always carry a handkerchief on me, whether I'm at work or whether it's just whatever. This one's a cool one. TBC Hanks. They make pretty cool ones, different designs. I like maps. Really into maps, guys. And this one's just a neat little unique map, I think. So yeah, TBC Hanks. I always have one of them on me. The belt is what I was getting to. That's your Travex clinch belt. I haven't really been able to use this because I'm always running a clip on my concealed carry firearm, and this belt is so low profile, and you know it's not like your other gun belts, but it really does work. It's really strong. I had to cut it and singed it myself. I did exactly how they did it, you know. They just do the same thing, and it's really simple, and it's been working. So until it breaks, I'm gonna use it. I don't see no reason not to. It's high grade aluminum. It's really super low profile, and it just looks good. It looks good on you, and it's different. So many people ask me, yo, where'd you get that belt? I'm like, Travex clinch belt. Made in the USA, very important to me. So, yeah, this is my new belt. I was running the 511 Tactical for the longest time. Got EDC gear everywhere over here. So I was running this belt for the longest. And this is a great gun belt. It's real thick. You're not bending that thing. I mean, you can get this one and squeeze it together, right? You're not doing that with this. Look at the stitching on it. Okay? It's just a beautiful belt. But this gets a little bit too heavy and thick for me, for EDC. I'll use it a lot for the range and stuff like that now. Plus, I think it says made in China on here somewhere, which I'm really not impressed with. Somewhere it says it. Somewhere like so easily where it's like, yo, seriously? Made in China? I think it's right here. Yup. Made in China. I've yet to take that off, but 511 Tactical, come on. Anyway, it's still a good belt. It's just, you know, it just gets a little bit on the heavy side for pants like this, especially when I'm trying to be low profile. Before that, because I didn't have anything else and really didn't know any better, I had this one. Well, this is a great belt, don't get me wrong. But there's better ones, you know what I mean, that are more simple. This is your One Shot Industries belt. It's a good belt, don't get me wrong, but it's not for EDC. It's too much of a pain in the ass. And this once it's strapped on you, will dig into your like upper like thigh big time, like up by your V area to your top of your leg, big like up in your stomach region too. It just hurts. And the Cobra belt's awesome. Now I do like the Black Scout Survival kind of one like this because this whole setup, forget about this, because this is like you have to like wrap this around freaking. It's a pain in the ass to take it on and off. Now, I know the belt's designed for that to come off before you run it through the loops, but it's just still a pain in the ass. Now, Black Scout Survival, I plan on getting one too, came out with basically the same exact belt, minus this strap that I'm fiddling with right now. So basically, the Cobra belt is on this thing, and it's like boom, and you just pull the strap through like the 511. So you run it through like the 511, but it's still Cobra. So basically, it's this belt setup how you run the strap through, and then strap it to. Sorry, it's basically like this. How you strap it to that Velcro, except it's Cobra buckles. So it's pretty badass, and it also has these hidden pockets in the back for like handcuff keys and shit like that. These little like pockets inside the belt. So if you're handcuffed or whatever, you can get a stuff in the back. If you're handcuffed in the front, you can get out from the front. So I think that's really awesome, and that's my next purchase. And I'll do a review on it when I get it. But I do want to start EDCing my Wolf Pup. But as it turns out, I fucking lost the clip part, the parts for the clip. Your Wolf Pup is just a bad little bitch of a knife. I cut myself really bad on this knife before already. But yeah, your Wolf Pup from Tops. I love it. I love it. Maracata grips. I want to start EDCing this blade and clipping it up top here or something like that. But I don't know. Haven't got to it yet, guys. That's it for my EDC video. Hope you guys enjoy. Get some pointers. Oh, once in a while I carry this fidget spinner. Man, but a lot of times it just chills out by my computer. If I'm really annoyed one day, I'll mess around with it. It's not a good one. It's good enough. I loosened it up a little bit so it spins longer. But yeah, it's a TIE Fighter spinner. It's not the best, but I don't know. I play around with it. And yo, check out what else I found today, guys. I found this when I was exploring. Yo, shit, I'm about to run out of time. When's the last time you see one of these? A twisty pencil from Papermate. Look. It even says made in the USA on there. Or USA at least. If I can get the damn camera to focus. I can't. So, but anyway, it does say it right here. In that little... Why ain't it focusing now? There it goes. Look. USA. Like, how cool is this thing? This has got to be from '96. When I was in that building exploring. Anyway. That's it, guys. Catch you guys for another video next time. Peace, peace, peace.